Hi, it's Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Thursday, March 6th, 2025. The address we're inspecting today is 4466 Galewood Street, Lake Oswego, Oregon, 97035. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the side yard exterior cleanout. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras in the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it has been noted that some aged sewer pipes made of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made of cast iron, ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe, all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in 3-inch ABS plastic drain piping. We are running some water from the kitchen sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. It looks like the direction of the sewer pipe does run to the street in front of the house, the Galewood. A little bit of marginal pitch through these areas, so as we're running down the pressed concrete towards the front of the house, about 16 feet, we have a little bit of marginal pitch, maybe even a little bit of a sag or a belly on the line. What we'll do is, once we reach the lateral, we'll turn off the water, drain everything out of the pipe. Look at the pipe one more time in reverse. But looks like a little bit of a marginal pitch or a sag in the line. Same thing happening here. So again, the camera head goes underwater, and then it pops out of it. So at 31 feet we go underwater. We pop out of it at 33, 34. So about 3 foot, where we have some standing water, a little bit of a sag in the line or a water belly. In the overall scheme of things, a 3-foot belly is a little bit small, but we have some areas where we don't have a real strong downhill flow. We're going to transition here. So this signifies a few things. This signifies transitioning pipe size. So 3-inch pipe into 4-inch pipe signifies transitioning pipe materials, ABS plastic into 3034 plastic. And then lastly, we're transitioning into a branch off the city lateral piping. And even though we enter into city lateral piping, technically all of this will be buyer owner responsibility throughout the entire length, start to finish. As we transition to the 3034 pipe, there is a little bit of an offset here. It looks like maybe someone had to even make a repair. There's a section of ABS piping spliced in between the 3034 piping. Just not the smoothest transition in the world, causing a little bit of standing water, but pretty minor all things considered. The camera head doesn't have any problem getting up over the top of it. And then we reach the lateral, we'll call it 52 feet. So I'm going to turn off the water, drain everything out of this pipe, and look at the pipe one more time in reverse. Okay, we have drained everything out of the pipe. We're going to look at the pipe one more time in reverse with the water off. Still some residual stuff making its way through, but for the most part, we should have a pretty clear pipe. And by the time we get to the areas that we want to kind of zone in on, for the most part, the water will be out of there. Again, a little bit of a, looks like a repair has been made. Little splice, a little bit of a rough connection. You can see that. Again, pretty minor, all things considered, but a little bit of an offset. So this is one of the areas I wanted to take a peek at. You can see the water's been turned off. For the most part, everything is drained out that's going to drain out. You see as we approach this area, it just looks like there's going to be a little bit of residual water standing in here. At 25 feet we go underwater. We come out of it. It's about a 2.5 foot belly or sag or marginal pitch area. It doesn't really appear that it's causing any issues, but you know, I guess the idea is that there's the potential for the future. So I'm going to look at this one other area, and again, the water has been turned off, and it just looks like we're going to have a little bit of water just hanging on the pipe. Let me go back and look at the first one that we saw there too. Here's that one. That one looked like it drained out pretty well. Let's see. There it is here. So the camera head no longer, I guess the water level kisses the glass of the camera head, but the camera head is no longer submerged there anymore, so some improvements have been made. So before closing, I'd recommend, as a precaution, passing the video and the report on to a drain repair specialist to make suggestions. Is this something that should be monitored, or is this something that we should dig up and repitch, reslope a couple of areas of marginal pitch? So there's the second one. So some improvements were made with the water off, but it does look like there's going to be some minor standing water in the pipe in some areas. So I'd recommend passing the video and report on to a licensed and qualified drain repair specialist to make suggestions. Does this either need to be monitored, or should a repair be made?